That first scene of engagement, I got a bad feeling about this. Like, we're gonna need a new planet, kind of bad feeling.
Just the power of the alien ships is mind-blowing.
These alien ships are kind of like water bugs that can start under the water and then rise up to the surface.
They could leap, which made getting a bead on them with our guns a lot harder because they could just jump position.
Ships that come out of the water basically swarm us.
They're super duper scary. It's just their attitude.
The combat would be pretty breathtaking. We've got some pretty cool weaponry the aliens use.
What the hell are those things?
The shredder is this weapon, like a chainsaw wrapped around a sphere.
If you imagine giant titanium-tipped chainsaws, you can throw it out at something, and it would just maw its way right through.
They can take on different looks. It's always kind of calibrating for doing a certain task that it needs to do. Not only are you experiencing that shredder, but that shredder is also kind of looking at you.
These aliens communicate, they have emotions, they have clear thought processes. We tried to create something that felt relatable.
They strategize, and they're human-esque.
They're cold, they're mean. You don't know what's going on in that brain of theirs. You look at their bodies, and their bodies aren't just skin. They're biomechanical. Mechanical parts which are integrating with flesh, which is really cool.
Pete had this idea that one arm could be a tool, almost like a Swiss Army knife. That one arm could turn into lots of different things that help out in certain situations.
You cannot go brawn for brawn with these aliens. And it basically comes down to Hops and Nagata and Beast, Orty and Rakes to outsmart these guys.
Let's fight this ship. Let's dig. Let's go. Action!
Get him out of the water immediately.
For our actors coming into this, acting against open water, against green screens, against explosions, and gimbals.
Hold right there, looking at it.
And visual effects.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
It was new to all of them. And they all rose to the challenge just as their characters rose to the challenge in the movie.
Conventional wisdom tells you one of the stupidest things you could possibly try and do is make a movie out at sea. It was very important to me to get out into the ocean.
They're about to get wet, that's right.
The actors feel it, and it's an energy that kind of bleeds into the film.
We hit it, sweet.
We first got to set, and I remember just being so beautiful. We were in the middle of the ocean on this barge.
We're a mile offshore, 240 feet long, 60 feet wide, with our entire film crew on it.
Basically, it's a soundstage out at sea.
He crosses, walking down, and he jumps.
Any actor will tell you they'd rather do it on location than surrounded 360 by green screen.
Biggest swells so far, starting to actually crest over the rig now.
We had up to 85 people in the water at once. We had people jumping from as high as 35 feet. We had explosions, we had fire, we had everything in the first 2 days of shooting.
We're gonna have a lot of ships underway with us. We've got the film crew on board for the movie Battleship, so please make them feel welcome.
It's important that this has a sensibility of real warfare.
We're going to build a set, and we decided why build it when we can climb in here and film it.
What I love about Pete's vision for this whole thing is to be able to get the sense of the tight quarters that these people operate in. I think that makes it even more exciting.
Rakes up. How do we get down there?
We're going to shoot it with a gyro-stabilized camera system on the helicopter. Then we've got a 90-foot camera boat with a techno crane mounted to it. Then we got 2 handhelds. So we're going to cover it every which way.
All engines head flank.
Pete places you right in the center, and it makes it a 3D kind of action experience. It's all around you.
Not all the action is taking place out on the water. There will also be sporting events here on land.
We're going to film soccer, hardcore.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that's all we know.
That's all we know how to do.
RIMPAC is the naval games. All these nations come together, and it's like this healthy competition.
There you go. Come on, we got it. Get her out of there. Good. We're going to do a whole series of these So just keep resetting, okay?
Be aggressive, focus.
And it's fun.
Get up, princess, come on.
I'm really enjoying it.
I'm gonna hit some dudes.
Put them out. They're looking for a game that's rough, but at the same time, you want to keep it all within the bounds of soccer.
Subtitles, please. You suck.
何しろもう日本語でもいいからもういろんな声を出してってでもう本当にもう相手を掴んでぶっ倒してもいいからっていうそういうもうラフなプレーを。
I remember it being such a magical moment because while we were shooting, Pete just said, "Stop the sucker, turn the crane around." One of the Navy ships pulled into the harbor right behind us. And then 2 minutes later, the Japanese ship pulled in. It was such a crazy moment.
That's $2 billion worth of warship right there. You can't buy it. So we're getting pretty remarkable production value.
All these soldiers on the ship are in the film now. It was amazing.
We're going to bring back the Missouri, this iconic World War II ship.
We got a battleship in the movie, okay? A big battleship.
This battleship ended World War II. It's been in 3 wars.
3 different kamikazes have hit it. Very important battles have been won. It's just a very powerful, emotional ship. As those guns turn and then looking out, there's my alien ship right up there.
The Missouri has been turned into a museum, and we had the opportunity, while it was moving from dry dock to its permanent berth, to take it out into the open ocean.
Right, baby.
We were on board this ship with men and women who'd served on the Missouri in previous wars.
It was surreal. And to think of it, 65 years ago, there were young blokes in there at the ages of 18, 19, covered in sweat, loading missiles. It's like I could feel spirits in there.
そういう意味では非常に意味のある映画だなと思ってますね。そのパールハーバーで僕ら日本人がアメリカの船の上で撮影してる。こんなにみんな笑顔で一緒に仕事ができるっていうの。
Sir, you may want to come take a look at this.
Where did we find it?
Just fished him right out of the water.
This movie, it has everything. I mean, there's funny bits, there's love, there's the potential demise of the world.
They're going to transmit a signal and establish communication.
Oh my God.
You're going to see it's definitely a character-driven adventure.
If 5 ships can do this, what do you think 50 can do, or 500,000?
It's exciting. It leaves you on the edge of your seat.
We're looking at an extinction-level event.
It's great to push the envelope in any area that your imagination will take you.
My dad said they'd come. He said one day we'd find them, or they'd find us.